Yo, I'm not gonna lie right now, being a healer is probably the best way to progress in the game, just with expeditions, with expertise, with making money. Like, I'm sitting on 14K, like this is not a lot to a lot of people, but if you've seen my channel, you know that I don't really have money like that. Like, all you have to do is just host expeditions, get everyone to pay you, easily cruise through the expedition because you're a healer. So all you have to do is just sit back, heal everyone, get all the free gear drops. It's super simple, and that's like pretty much it. And you know, if you don't have an orb, you can easily just, you know, buy into one and probably make your money back by the end of the expedition either way. So you're pretty much going to be solid on that part. And also, healers are always in demand, so like just being a healer, you're gonna be the first person to get picked up either way, you know? Like, you don't really have to be the first person to get picked up either way, you know? Like, you don't really have to have the best gear to be a healer, and if you want, you can go and get healer gear off the market. It's super cheap. Like, it's really not that hard to just set it up. For new players, I'd like advise that they literally just be a healer after level 60 and just do expeditions back to back to back to back. Mutations, so much easier as a healer also. Like, you can say a tank, you know, is also just as good as being a healer. It's kind of the same thing. Maybe it is just being a support role. I really haven't played tank that much, but what I do know is a healer is just insanely easy. As long as you know mechanics, you're basically going to be pretty much fine. You know what's crazy? Like, being a healer, you literally don't have to have any points into constitution. And I know that sounds crazy. Maybe like at higher levels of, you know, mutations, you're definitely gonna need some, but like, you know, if you're just running back Lazarus back to back to back to back, you know, just to get your expertise up, you really don't need any constitution. You can go straight into focus. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, pretty much. And then your heavy attacks, you know, your light attacks from your life staff do insane damage, and they're just healing like crazy. So it's like, it's so cheese, literally. So when you don't have a lot of constitution, it's not really hard to heal. All you have to do is just make sure you stand in your heals as you're using them. You know, you usually want to make sure you heal your group, but you always want to make sure you're standing in at least one of your own, because, you know, like, having constitution, you can stand outside and not really worry about getting hit much. You're not gonna get one shot ever, like that's not really a thing. But obviously, you know, continuous hits are gonna get you down, and when you don't have as much health, it's gonna take like, you know, one or two. So the goal is to just be like how I am right now, stand in your heals. When it runs out, you know, just walk in there. Make sure you get yourself with a fortify also. Even when you like just start off playing this game, like the very first weapon I actually ever used in this game was a life staff. Like, I was a healer, and like that got me through so much of the first like beginning of the game that a lot of people probably wouldn't have got through, like the annoying content, like just while leveling. It just made it so much easier. So it's like, honestly, healers, like, I feel like everyone should have just one solid healer set to always just farm with, like for PvE content at least. I just feel like it makes everything so much easier. Honestly, you don't have to do it that way. You can play whatever you want. Just like that, you just breeze through the content and run it back again and again and again and again. But did I pick up the loot? I for sure didn't. Ooh, that could have got me right there. Well, I come out of here with the 18K coins, a lot more than I went in there with for sure. As I'm showing, like I'm wearing like a pretty basic build, like just some stuff off the market, just revitalized beacon, just a constitution piece, etc. Accelerating lights embrace, fortifying sacred ground, mini protection. I have sacred on my ring right here for more outgoing healing, and then I also have blessed on my life staff, you know, with the diamond gem in it for more outgoing healing at full health. So like, it's pretty simple. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't cost a lot to get any of this. This ring you can get from Lazarus. It drops a lot of times. So that's pretty much it. Oh gosh, Genesis is actually empty now. I guess people are just running Lazarus so much, but that's gonna be it for this video. If you like this video in any way, go ahead and hit that like button. I'm basically just trying to say here, hey, if you want to get your expertise up very, very quickly and you're not really having a lot of time to play, just be a healer, and it makes it so much easier. So much easier.
In the nighttime, it get tricky. Mess with me, we send that boy straight to whoa. Straight to the backseat. Put him work up in the nighttime and it's getting tricky. I put my sweat and my tears in this bitch, so I swear to God it's getting busy.